Hi there, this is Toby Green and you're listening to The Green Room with Tom Green and Jacob Gaynor. Stay tuned.
Oh, coffee's for a week for that, mate.
I'm tired of losing, Tom.
Great to see you as well, Jacob. How was your weekend, mate?
It was flattening.
It is deflating.
Morale, I'm trying to pick it up.
Well, your morale may be low. My morale's okay. Like, I don't think there's any reason to wallow. I mean, it is annoying and we're obviously upset and disappointed, but
It's refreshing.
yeah, well, you've just, you can't wallow in it again, and it's also not going to help you get up every week. That's the beautiful thing about footy. That this is a great saying I got off Phil Davis. Nothing's ever as good or as bad as it seems. When you're flying well at the start of the year, people were calling us premiership favourites. It clearly wasn't that good, was it? It wasn't as good as it seemed. And right now, I don't think it's as low as it seems either. So you got to be able to keep an even keel in these times. And I think that, we're disappointed. We're upset with how we're going. It's not what we want to serve up to our fans, or it's not our best football either. But we're working really, really hard throughout the week to get back, and we're keeping a positive outlook so that we can get ready to go each week. And that is the beautiful thing about footy, that there's only 7 days till you play again, and you get another opportunity to write a new narrative.
Do you think it's a good thing that it's straight off the back of the loss to Adelaide? We come up against or host one of the premiership favourites in Carlton at NG Stadium this weekend?
Yeah, I really do. I think that we've already played them this year, and they beat us in that game. There was some things we certainly didn't get right, obviously, but I don't think there's any better way to break out of a form something taking a really big scalp, and that's what beating Carlton would be. So it is a really exciting challenge that I'm looking forward to, and I know we are as a collective. And hopefully, our loyal fans can come out to NG Stadium this Saturday night, and hopefully we can put on a performance that they enjoy watching.
No doubt. It's going to be a big occasion. Obviously, we have a nice multicultural festival prior to the bounce as we celebrate diversity and inclusion in our welcome game. So it's a big occasion. There's going to be plenty of noise, plenty of people.
We've got our Indigenous jersey on as well this week.
So good too.
It's unbelievable. I'm excited to get back out in it.
What's your background, Tom?
Mine is English, Irish, and a lot of Northern Europe. So I think there's a little bit of French in me. Yeah. Look at my complexion. Yeah. German, maybe a little bit of Polish, but no doubt there'd be some Scandinavian in there, that sort of stuff. So unfortunately, I think my complexion gives it away.
It does.
What about yourself? The same.
I'm pretty similar.
Yeah,
I think I'm Italian.
No, you're not.
I am.
There's no Italian in you.
My nonna listens.
Really?
Yep.
Your nonna?
I don't say it properly.
Yeah,
I know I don't say it properly.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
And a lot of people critique it.
But
that's how I was raised to say it, because I individually am not Italian. I just have Italian heritage.
Yeah, well, I think you should pay her the respect and say it properly.
That Canberra slang.
Nah, well, I don't say it like that.
But she's not your nonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't call her that either. I'd call her nonna.
Nonna. I think I'm Italian.
Barely, clearly.
Irish.
Yeah.
And Welsh, I think.
Really?
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
There you go. Pretty boring from us, to be honest.
Yeah, we should have had a good guest today. There's just an empty seat right here. And we've got some very interesting stories here. Do you know, I was talking to Callum Brown prior to recording today. Do you know he's obviously Irish, has a thick
He's
Irish
got Jamaican
accent.
heritage. You're also going to say Chinese?
Yes.
Yeah, I did
not know that.
How cool is it? It's very interesting.
Born in England.
Yeah, Luton.
In Luton, so he's a Manchester United fan.
Thinks he goes for Luton. Because the Hatters went down.
So, yeah, born in England, raised in Ireland, of Jamaican and Chinese descent.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's cool. And he's that mix, that conglomeration of heritages has popped out a pretty handsome man.
A very handsome man.
I'm envious.
Yep, same.
Got a nice, sharp, lined-up beard too.
Just helps the jawline, doesn't it? Maybe we should grow some hair.
Oh, I don't know. My brother's actually growing a beard right now. He's growing it out.
Which one?
Josh. Poor. Really poor. Doesn't look so good on him. Like, to be fair to him, it's pretty even and it's not that patchy. But it doesn't look good on him, I don't think.
Good on top, or like more of a neck beard?
No. It's all like as in here. He looks like it's proper beard, but it's just
doesn't look good.
Yeah, just looks bad on him.
Impressive he can grow it.
Yeah,
He's younger
I'd
than
like
you.
to give it a go. Oh, he's only a year and a half.
Do you reckon you could do it?
Yeah, mine's pretty even. I shaved literally last night. I think a clean shaven look. I mean,
You're pretty clean shaven all the time.
You know what? I'd actually love to get some feedback. I mean, I'm sure Giants fans have only ever really seen me clean shaven, but do people want to see me potentially grow my facial hair out a little bit? Because I personally don't really like it. I think
I'm trying to picture with you, and it would be pretty funny.
It is.
A mo? I think you could pull a mo off.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I want to see if Giants fans, if that's something that they might want to see, because I think the clean shaven, clean cut look is me, and I also like that feel on my face far better, because when I start to get, after a few days, I normally shave probably every couple of days. If I leave it any longer.
Do you like clean shave?
I also go against the grain to get an even shorter cut.
Ooh.
Just to keep it nice and smooth. But anyway, if I leave it for more than a couple of days, I don't like the feel on my face. I really don't like it. I feel
peach fuzz.
No, it's a proper stubble. But I'm just saying I don't like the feel on the face, and it starts I think it makes my skin a bit oilier, and just I feel dirty almost. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah,
so
neither do I.
Anyway, maybe if that's something Giants fans want to see, though, maybe I'll consider it. So please,
you bring a beard
in the green room, listeners. Feel free to give us feedback here. Do you want to see either of us with facial hair? The likely answer is no.
Keep the baby faces.
Speak for yourself.
I've got a baby face.
I don't.
You do. You look pretty young, man.
I think I've got a nice strong jaw, nice cheekbones. Actually, one thing that Lockie Keefe's wife, Emma, the other day at the ladies' lunch, she paid me one of the best compliments I've ever gotten. She said, I've got cheekbones that people would die for. So
that's a unique compliment.
Yeah, it's nice, but nice pronounced cheekbones apparently. I really appreciate that from Emma. She's a lovely woman. Recently given birth to their baby Pen, young Pen, who's coming along well.
One of the many new parents at the football club.
Babies popping out everywhere.
Okay, now, so before we get into a couple of our favourites, segments, that is, questions, red light, green light. ASMR.
Yep, because last week.
Song of the week.
Last week was a raging success with ASMR.
So I'm not going to say raging success. I'm going to say success.
I had plenty of, it's always a success.
But do you know what I think is when we do ASMR, a lot of the positive comments go to you, where I get all the negative ones because I'm so open about not liking it.
Yeah, because you're a hater.
And I'm not a hater. I'm just a realist. It's a better word.
No, you're a hater.
I'm not a hater. But before we get into that, there's an update we need to provide regarding the race that stops the nation.
Yeah, that you keep postponing because you're scared.
No.
Okay, why is it postponed? This is the update you're about to say. So sorry to all the In the Green Room listeners. It was meant to be, we're recording this on Tuesday. Yeah, it was meant to be this week. You postponed it.
No, the pool wasn't available. So don't blame me, mate.
And then
I'm
we
ready.
booked it for next Monday. You postponed that.
But I have an excuse. So here's my excuse. I have been in the pool every day, training the house down, and quite frankly, I've never been more confident in my life. I will get you by at least a length.
I cannot wait.
And that's a length of my size, not a length of your size.
On your chest.
I'm not getting the tattoo because I'm not losing.
Anyway, so what's your excuse?
On Sunday is my lovely cousin Abby's 21st birthday. She's obviously from Canberra. All my family are coming from across the country, from wherever they may live. Not many of them live in Canberra, but everyone's coming to Sydney for a nice little harbour cruise, drinks, a little bit of food, a little bit of a party into the night, reconnect.
Sounds nice. So you're saying the next morning you won't be able to swim, or the next day even, at any point you won't be able to swim?
I don't plan on being able to be in my best condition. And with what's on the line here...
Priorities is my question then.
My priority is to get this race done so we can stop talking about it and you can just be embarrassed. Because another thing that I want to talk about. So the race, it could still happen Monday. We haven't heard back from the pool. And if the pool come back and say we can only do Monday, then I will sacrifice my enjoyment on Sunday I'll stick to the waters.
Enjoy Sunday.
And I'll have a nice spaghetti for dinner, carb load.
Enjoy Sunday and then just rock up and swim.
I need to be at my peak performance, mate.
To lose.
I'm not going to lose. That's what's crazy. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But what I want to talk about is there's been a little bit of feedback regarding the swim and you being a little stingy with the price. No. Now, and this isn't just from the fans because there's been a few comments. This is from the playing group itself.
Yeah, here's my thing, right? This is why I don't care for any of this feedback, whether it's fans or whether it's the boys in the locker room. You agreed to it. You and I agreed to terms. You were so confident. The reason I took this bet is because it's low risk, high reward for me. I'm happy to go. You were like, I'm going to get a tattoo on my chest. Well, okay. Well, I'm going to hold you to that. I've called your bluff. And then I'm like, okay, how much do you want? You're like, I don't know, probably 500. I was like, all right, perfect.
But I was doing 500 because I was like, You were giving me a look that was like, don't say too much, because obviously I don't know if you're shy about your salary or you're just shy about like being too arrogant. And it's like, oh, $5,000.
What?
Because the most of the comments are like $500 to me is a solid month's work. $500 to you is like you probably get $500 just sitting in this room.
You don't know how much I make.
I do.
No, you don't.
I talk to our finance team.
They don't. I don't think our finance team knows.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah. I think you can't be influenced by outside factors, because if you are, then I'm going to change mine as well to you need to get a mural of my face on your chest if we're now going to renege on the terms of this agreement. So I think we agreed on a certain thing. Like Shane Mumford's been pushing for me to change the bet to a mural of my face on you.
I know, he's been talking to me as well.
Yeah. So unless you want to be risking that, which I don't think you can afford to risk that.
I could do it if the price gets raised. $10,000.
I don't think I want my face on your chest. I'm happy with my name. I don't think I want my face.
A lot of people have said that if I lose, which I will not lose, and I stand by this comment. But you know when you're cuddling with a partner in bed and their hand or their head's on your chest.
Their head's going to be resting on Tom Green.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, you agreed to this, mate.
Yeah, because I'm not losing. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. We're wasting time.
Do not renege on the terms of this agreement. They are set in stone.
Okay.
That's what Speedo got on board with as well. Do we need to renegotiate our contracts with Speedo or what?
No, I'm pretty happy. What I will say, last point on the swim, is I think I actually can't remember what I was going to say, but I'm going to win. I can't remember what I was saying. I was going to take it somewhere and I've completely forgot.
Fair enough. You're not going to win. But anyway, we can move on to the next segment.
You ready to get us some questions?
Yep.
You know when you lose your track of thought? I had something and then I made eye contact with you and I got lost.
You just got lost in my eyes. No surprise. Well, not the first, won't be the last.
That's the clip this week. Molly would like to know, to the both of you, what is the best Giants win you've been a part of?
For me, I reckon it's finals, like one of the finals last year probably. Whether it was the St Kilda or the Port Adelaide one. Maybe the Port Adelaide one, winning away from home like that. I mean, I suppose we did that as well against St Kilda, but like going over to Adelaide, very hostile environment, and Port had smacked us not too many weeks before. That was a good win. I enjoyed that one.
Yep, I'd agree. I'd also say the Carlton win in round 20.
Yeah.
3? Whatever the last round was.
Yeah.
It was kind of like we'd been up and down the majority of the season. We'd had that obviously that 7-win streak.
And we'd lost a couple.
We'd lost a couple. West Coast beat the Bulldogs, which meant we were back into contention for finals.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, wow, what a season. What a ride.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Alice Springs was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
We had a lot of close wins last year.
Yeah.
Hawthorn in Gallagher when Himmel did the business at both ends.
Yeah. That
was unreal. But I'll probably agree. I'd say the power game, just knowing you're in a prelim.
Yeah.
And honestly, it felt like we were unstoppable. I had memes ready for a grand final.
We obviously weren't unstoppable.
We were not unstoppable. We were stopped. You'll like this question. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. From Zilnat. Who would win? And we're not going to get sucked into another bet here because we've got one in the currently going on.
Are you all sweet, by the way?
No,
are you thinking, okay,
I haven't had lunch yet. I'm really getting... I've been in the pool too long. The goggles have hurt my head, swimming caps. Who would win an intellectual challenge between the two of you? I'd happily say you.
Thank you.
Because, you've got me intellectually for sure.
Don't sell yourself short.
I am. Short.
Don't sell yourself short, but I don't know. I appreciate you saying me. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I wouldn't... Again, don't sell yourself short, but...
But you're not arguing.
I can argue
it. Thank you. You know when you wait for a compliment back and you just don't get it?
I said don't sell yourself short. Like, I don't think it... Like, your intellect is not one to turn the nose up at.
No. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Ryan wants to know, who is the most talented and entertaining player at the Giants?
Talented.
I think both of those fall hand in hand, and it's an easy answer. I'm going to say Toby Green. I think he can do things at this club not many other people could do.
Yeah, but that's football related, and I agree with that. But
all right, let's separate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Football,
hard to argue.
Toby.
It's hard to argue. But like in terms of all encompassing, just in every single way, like the most talented sportsman, like if you want to talk about the talent that way, like Nick Haynes is very good at everything.
Everything.
Witter's the same, like Lockie Whitfield as well, supremely talented at everything. So like maybe some of those guys I would say, like in terms of just talent. And the most entertaining I'd probably say is Toby. He's very entertaining the way he plays.
Yep.
That's probably what I would say.
Ben wants to know, Jacob, has a girl ever rejected you because of your height?
That's pointed from Ben.
It is.
That is.
And the answer is no. They normally reject me because of my personality.
That's probably worse.
That hurts way more because I can't change my height. I reckon I have been rejected because of my height, but like you wouldn't say it. Like you're not going to go up to someone and be like, "You're too short for me, mate. You're gone." You're going to say, "Hey, oh my God, you'd be such a good friend." You phrase it a bit better.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. I've never been like, "You're way too short for me, buddy."
Yeah,
you look like my child.
That's that would be a tough pill to swallow.
Have you ever been like rejected in person?
Me?
Yeah.
With
obviously everyone's been rejected, but like I mean in terms of like, have they just given you a straight up answer of why they've rejected you?
Oh, nah. Like that, it hasn't. Like there hasn't been. I don't know. You're too pasty or something like. It's never been anything like that, but of course I've been rejected.
Yeah, well, we know.
Like everyone has. What do you mean we know?
I know you've been rejected. Lozo wants us to put up a poll for fans to vote on who we think will win the swimming race.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll do that.
I think it'll be overwhelming. I mean,
a lot of the fans I've spoken to are like, they're in my corner.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I hope I'm the underdog. I hope they make me an underdog.
They won't because of your size. Like everything is in your favour, really.
Yeah, taller, more athletic, like
stronger.
Yeah, more powerful.
Yep.
Professional athlete.
Yep. Like you shouldn't lose.
I know I shouldn't, and I don't think that I will.
Well, I like your confidence. It's refreshing. Georgia. So a special shout out to Georgia. I met her in Adelaide. How are the bracelets, and have you yet broken them? So for those...
Thank you very much, Georgia.
I will... You know what I'll do? I'll put up a photo of it right now if you're watching. So Georgia made us... Tom, you probably don't really know... Like, it's a Swifty thing.
Yeah, but I'm
like
familiar
you're aware
with
of it.
the bracelets, like the Taylor Swift bracelets, they are a thing. You've got yours on.
Got mine on still.
Well done. I have mine at home. I left mine. I've actually... You know where I've put it? Thank you very much, by the way, to Georgia. She made... in the green room bracelets, Taylor Swift style bracelets, which despite me obviously not being a massive Swifty, I do appreciate the thought. And as I always say, I do love our in the green room listeners. They are the absolute best. And so, Georgia, you're a superstar. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. I've chucked mine around my gear stick in my car, so it's going to be permanently there. Yeah, because like I said, I don't really. I mean, unless I have...
Georgia did think you had fat wrists.
Yeah, she did.
Yours was a lot bigger than mine.
I have quite skinny wrists, though. My wrists...
you do have skinny wrists.
Yeah, they're kind of... They're not that thick or big, which is a shame. I wish I had bigger wrists and forearms, but anyway. No, Georgia, thank you very much for that. And yeah, I've chucked mine around my... So that it doesn't break as well, because I never really wear anything on my wrists other than when I had a watch, which I kind of do need to get a watch back. But anyway, I've chucked it around the gear stick in my car, so it will sit there permanently,
nice touch.
and I won't break it.
I like wearing it. It's a conversation starter too. It's got plenty of attention the last day and a half.
Really?
Yep.
Well done, Georgia. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Georgia. Emma, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes. Straight away.
Easy.
Move
that should have
on.
been a red light, green light.
No.
Liam wants to know, what was your favourite game as a junior?
As in like a game as in like AFL or basketball, or like as in game that I played?
I think he means game you played in.
Yeah. I'd say winning the Rising Stars Premiership for Marist when I was in our first.
What year was that?
2017 when I was in year 11. I'm pretty sure.
Because Marist went back to back.
I don't know. I
there
thought they went years off. I thought it went like 13, 15, 17 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I won. You won.
What year?
15.
Yeah.
And you won 17. You would have been younger. You would have been
Yeah, I was year 11.
Yeah.
In 2017. So yeah, we did win. That was amazing. I love that.
Hugh wants to know. Oh, this will be interesting. Tom, what's Jacob's favourite food? And Jacob, what is Tom's?
You'll have no idea what my favourite food is, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what yours is either. Yours...
Mine's really basic.
Pizza.
Not that basic.
Palmy.
No.
Am I thinking too basic here? Sushi.
No, you're on the right track. I'd say burrito bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Like Mexican is my favourite. I'll say cuisine.
Yeah.
You say I won't get it?
No, you'll have no idea.
Is it weird?
Well, I don't even know if I have one. So that's basically, as in like, I couldn't tell you what my favourite meal is. My answer for this is generally home cooked food, like as in whatever my mum cooks.
Yep.
She has a lot of dishes that I love, but like, I don't know if I could tell you, like when you say like even cuisine wise, I couldn't pick. I love food.
Not too fussy.
No, I'm not a fussy eater at all, and I love food.
Are you willing to try a lot of things as well? Yeah.
I'll try. So the other week, actually shout out to Marto. It was I should say his name correctly. It's Marto, not Marto as in like Adam Martin. It's Marto. He's of Croatian descent, and it was his birthday a few weeks ago, and I was in Canberra, and his family roasted or put on the spit a goat on the spit. That was amazing.
Really?
But as in like I tried the tongue of that. They were giving out the little. I tried the brain, like that sort of stuff. I'm happy to eat all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
that's gross.
Yeah, well, I know.
I wouldn't do that.
But as in, that's my point. As in, I've got no issue. When I was in, actually, this is another one. A couple of years ago with my family, we went to Peru and hiked up to Machu Picchu, which was amazing. But in a lot of South America, where guinea pigs are from, they're a delicacy and they're eaten. So I had a guinea pig there too.
Good. Does it all taste like pretty similar?
Yeah, it was just like I mean, I don't think it tasted like chicken. I'm not going to be here and say that. It was just like I don't know, it just tasted like meat.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like it was just like an enjoyable meat. If you enjoy the taste of meat, I
think if you can get the image out of what you're eating,
even though it doesn't bother me. I've got
really, I couldn't do that.
I've got no love for guinea pigs. I'm happy to eat one.
That's the clue. Well, that takes me into a next question. So this is from Jules. I also met Jules in Canberra. What is the go-to meal request for your mum when you go home? What smells like best dish? What's your favourite?
It really depends what I'm feeling. It depends. But one story I'll tell about this, which this is one of mum's favourite stories, and this was actually like freaky. Like when this happened, this was like uncanny. I was like, this isn't right. But I vividly remember, I think it was year 8 camp, I reckon, at Marist. Maybe year 7 or 8 camp, like one of our first camps in high school. We went away, and the whole time, like it was meant to be, and I mean, it was still pretty fun as all camps are, but it was raining the whole time. So like everything was, and as you are, everything just got wet. And for 3 or 4 days, how long we were away for, by the end of it, everything was wet. You were cold, exhausted, and we didn't really get to do many activities either. So it just wasn't the best camp because it was raining so much. But anyway, so I'm sitting back in the bus, exhausted after a few days. I'm wet, I'm tired, I'm cold, and I sat down. I had a distinct thought in my head. I was like, I wonder what mum's doing for dinner tonight. I really hope it's store-cupboard soup. It's exactly what I feel like because, again...
What?
It was store-cupboard soup. It's just like a nice soup, and it's got a whole bunch of different things in it. It's got beans, a whole bunch of different veggies. It's got bacon. It's just a bit of an everything soup, but it's this soup she makes and it's delicious. And I had a vivid thought in my head that was exactly what I felt like and what I wanted, and I had no idea what was coming for dinner. But I was like, oh, I really hope mum is just, for whatever reason, she's doing that. So I get home, mum picks me up, whatever, we're talking about the camp. I said, what's for dinner tonight? She goes, store-cupboard soup. And I was like, no way. How have you got... I was like, are you serious? I was in like disbelief that she'd nailed it. She'd like... And I asked her, like, why? And she's like, well, I just was thinking, I saw it had rained all the whole time and I just thought maybe that's what you like. And I've gone, it's just a mother at the end of the day. So that's just mum.
She just knows.
That's just why mums are the best. She says a mother bear knows her cubs and she nailed it.
Wow.
Brings a tear to the eye still thinking about it. But she just, I couldn't. It was actually
I've never
scary.
seen someone so passionate about soup.
No, I was literally just like looking around almost like, where's the TV camera? Like that has to be set up. Like how has that happened?
When was the last time you had it?
Store cupboard soup.
Yeah.
No, one of the last times I was home.
Nice.
Like it's a reasonable regular, particularly a winter regular. It's delicious. She makes a whole bunch of other good stuff. Mum's a really good cook, as you should know, as you've been to my house and eaten there, and has the entire club.
Spread was Incredible.
Yeah, so she's
Not only can she feed you, she can feed 90 of us.
Yeah, she's a very good cook, but yeah, she can read minds apparently too.
Yeah, that is impressive.
It's
That's
mums.
a mother and son connection, isn't it?
It's mums.
Also
Mums are
on
the
Mel,
best.
she does listen.
Avid listener.
Avid
She'll
listener?
listen to this in the gym in the morning.
Nice.
This will probably make her cry. I'm almost certain this will make her cry. Listen to that.
Mel, not on the treadmill. You're how many brothers? 3?
I'm the oldest of 4 boys. Yeah, I've got 3 younger brothers.
Who would you say is your the favourite?
Who's like
Okay, so your dad and your mum. So Mel and Richard. Who's Richard's favourite? Everyone has every parent has a favourite. They just don't like talking about it.
they would tell us they don't have a favourite.
Yep.
I think that both of their favourites are Lockie because he's sort of substantially younger than.
Yep, fair.
So like, there's 2.5 years between myself, Josh, and Will.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all pretty tight together, and then Lockie's 4 years younger than Will. So there was a bit of a break, and then Lockie, and he's still just like the youngest. Like even now,
he's almost the tallest.
Yeah, he's really tall, and
My
he's starting
goodness.
to like grow up. And every time I see him, he just gets taller and taller.
He's huge.
But he's still just a baby, as in
Yep.
like just the way that he sort of acts and like the way that he is. His person.
You can tell how young he is.
Yeah, he's very much the youngest.
Yeah, I also didn't know.
So he's very cute still, unintentionally sometimes. Like the other day, he took a photo. I might have actually saved this. He took a photo of himself. He recently got a mouth guard, and I got to see if I can find this because this was very, very funny.
a mouth
Yeah,
guard.
look at that. I got an Italian mouth guard, and I've sent a pic to Ricca, but you should show Cogs. See what I mean though? Like he's just the youngest, like because he would have thought as well when he's getting a mouth guard, there would have been an
it's
Italian one there. He's like,
yeah.
oh, this will be so funny. Ricca will love this, and
Yeah.
yeah, you should show Cogs too.
I
I
love
actually need
that.
to tell Cogs about that because he will find that funny.
Cogs will love it too.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because he's
just real innocent and
he's unintentionally cute.
yeah,
and stuff like
well,
that.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
how funny's the photo too?
It's a great snap. The fact that he's put it in just for the photo.
Yeah, just to show it off. as
Mum,
well.
I need to melt my mouth guard.
Yeah, I need the Italian mouth guard.
Tom needs a photo. Oh, that's one of those ones where you buy it at the shops and you just cannot wait to get home.
Yeah.
So he would have had that Snapchat in his mind for hours.
He's been ready for it.
All right, last question from James. This will be interesting actually, and we'll both do it. Rank these music genres. I'm going to say from best to worst.
Yep, pretty excited to rank country last. Hey.
Metal.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Pop, country, rap, and then like EDM hardstyle.
Well, if it's EDM, it's different to hardstyle, but yeah, so there's 5. So I'm going to say
5.
best for me, there's rap. Second would be pop. Third would probably be EDM, but not hardstyle. If that makes sense? Because
Like house music,
Yeah,
Yep.
house music, EDM, that's the stuff would be third.
country in the middle.
Don't know, like,
You don't, mate.
I don't like death metal. Keefe loves metal, by the way. Lockie
I know.
Keefe loves metal.
He's done it in the gym a couple of times.
Yeah, but there's some of it I don't mind. Whereas country just like really irks me. Country actually like
I'm telling you, I'll find
irks
you a
me.
country song you like.
My dad sent me a bunch actually, by the way, as well after the podcast last week. He sent me a bunch of country stuff.
Really?
Maybe I'll say country 4th and metal 5th, but that's a
Well, we'll talk about. Well, you can talk about music but there's a few bits of feedback.
yours is warranted. We'll get to
Yeah,
it. But
we'll
what,
get to
what
it.
do you rate it?
I'd go country 1.
No, you wouldn't.
I
You'd go
would.
pop 1, surely. As we know, mate, your pop songs, you just
Just my generic pop. No, yeah, you're right. So I'll go pop, then I'll go country, then
Yeah.
I'd go, like the house music.
Mm. Rap is
Oh.
over metal.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking hardstyle as well. So I'll go, pop, country,
EDM.
EDM, rap, and then
Metal.
metal, and then hardstyle. Like I hate hardstyle.
Yeah.
Like I don't like techno music either.
Yeah, it's not really for me.
I can't do it.
Shout out to Guy Richardson though, who loves that sort of stuff. He's a DJ
Does.
2 tray actually. At he DJs sometimes at 122 in Canberra. So he's over in
He's touring.
he's
He's touring
Europe at the minute.
Not performing,
Yeah, yeah. We'll make that very clear.
but he's touring.
Yeah, he's over in Europe at the minute. Pretty sure he's a pretty avid listener of In the Green Room.
We'll find him the clip on a night out one. You ready for? Do you want to do ASMR next? And then we'll do red light, green light.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right, ready?
Yep. Just very quickly, actually, before we even go into ASMR, I want to make a quick mention of this idea. Remember that I called you about? We had. I kind of want.
Oh, yep.
Is it?
When did we? That should have probably come up earlier.
Yeah. Well, I just thought that You know what? Actually, I'm not going to announce it now, but what I'm going to announce is that
I reckon we do it. We announce
next
it after
week.
the swim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So after the swim, Jacob and I, we got to thinking about the swim and a few things. I suppose it's going to be in some ways a regular segment, but it's going to be something that the swim got us thinking.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. The swim got us thinking. It got us, we understood the engagement that came out of that and how much, our amazing In the Green Room fans, how much they engaged and enjoyed that segment. We've come up with a little idea, a little inspiration from my dad as well. But there's going to be a new segment coming, which I think In the Green Room listeners are going to absolutely love. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I think it's probably going to be the most fun segment we've had yet.
It might be like a fortnightly thing, but it's seriously going to be entertaining.
It will be regular. It won't be,
It'll be like trending topic. It'll disappear a couple of times.
It won't disappear.
We haven't had a trending topic in weeks.
Well, there's not really much happening.
Down to your preparation and your laziness.
There's just
Do you
not
want me
much
to start
happening.
bringing them?
No. You're boring.
Because I've done a couple good ones. I'm not boring, mate.
The last trending topic, I ended up being the one who was trending from it, not you.
The Bruzy one.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's just because I clipped it well.
No, it's because, again, I make it trending.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm the big name.
That's
It's the green room because of my name. Oh,
No.
we've heard it all before, mates.
what does the sign say? Anyway.
Okay, ASMR.
There's a new segment coming soon, everyone. Watch out for that. It'll be a lot of fun, and we want the engagement, which I'm sure you'll want to anyway. But let me do my ASMR from this week. I think this was
Just on last week, the prawn cracker.
great feedback. A lot of great feedback.
A lot of feedback.
Great feedback.
Mixed reviews.
A lot of great feedback.
Because someone you won't mention, I won't mention the name, someone you mentioned texted you and said, I loved it. To my face said they didn't like it.
No, that's not true.
It's true.
No, the issue that person had with it it actually went really well, the ASMR, was just that they had suggested to me earlier on, maybe you should do stuff of like eating things. And I'm like, because it's my pet peeve. I hate listening to it.
I hate it.
And so I was like, no, I'm never going to do that. Then I ended up doing it and they weren't too appreciative of it.
You took a lot of bites.
I only took like 3. I mean, I did one all at once, then I did another one that just did in 2.
Yeah, okay.
So it's literally 3 bites. But anyway.
What have you got this week?
This week, this is another recommendation from a fan. It's going to just be a scrunching of a plastic water bottle.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see how this goes. I think what we need is one of those more scrunchy. You know how there's like some scrunchy
There was one out
ones?
there, but I didn't want to waste the water. And I wasn't thirsty.
I'm kind of thirsty. Do you just want to go and get it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know whose it was. It was just sitting on the table.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to scrunch this, and if it sucks, it's Jacob's fault. So,
as per usual, if it doesn't go well, we'll blame Jacob for Tom's lack of preparation.
But ASMR this week is going to be me scrunching a plastic water bottle. Wait and see how it goes. Remember to give your feedback and keep sending through recommendations. We will get to them and we will do them. So please send them through. And this is ASMR for this week.
You've done well to scrunch it that much.
Yeah, kind of hurt my hand. Is that okay in the end? I think
It
that
was
actually
all
went
right.
like not horrific.
It made a bit of a weird sound at the end.
But I think that was good.
I think you're right. I think like a better plastic bottle.
Yeah,
worked better.
more of a scrunchier one.
Yeah. So if you came prepared, like it'd be fine.
You know what? I'll take the criticism on because I can do that and you can't.
Okay, buddy.
That's ASMR for this week, everyone. Thank you very much. We'll make sure when we do it in the future, I'll make sure Jacob actually provides the proper props. But thank you very much. Like I said, keep sending through recommendations. We'll get to them and let's get into red light, green light, shall we?
Okay. Now, as a lot of you who follow the Giants on Instagram would know, we normally put up a question box, probably 24 hours we try to before the episode. And the majority of the questions have now turned into requests for red light, green light, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm all for it. So apologies if I don't give credit to all of them, but majority I've tried to. So here's a few, Tom.
Yep.
Sending multiple text messages. So not just the one big paragraph.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm all for that.
It's because you do it.
I do it all the time, yeah. That person who gave me that feedback on the prawn cracker, they also do it.
Yep. I think it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I don't think you need one long big message. I'm happy to send a bunch of short sporadic ones.
I agree. So green light.
Yeah, big green light for me.
Because I think if you have anything longer to say, just call me. I might not pick up, but call me.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't like reading big paragraphs.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes I like them though. I look at it and I go, that's juicy. I'm ready to sink the teeth in.
No, like look at this, Tom. That's too much.
I don't mind sinking it. Who was that with?
Yeah, well, wouldn't you like to know? Stick your teeth in.
I'd love to sink the teeth into that.
It's way
Should we
too
break
much.
it down? Should this podcast become one of those ones where we like sort of like
Break down situations?
like that, yeah, that you're going through right now? Like, what is that?
Not you.
Oh, maybe not
No.
me.
101, Jacob's Love Life.
Yeah, I'd love to.
That could become a segment.
I would love
I
to.
think people would get pretty invested.
I think they would too.
Next week, I'll come with some things. Let me prepare.
Can you?
and change my messages a bit, but yeah. Let me paint myself in a good light. All right, using a spoon with your coffee. You're a cappuccino man, so
Yeah, I am. I do it. Yeah, I do.
Really? I'm going to say red
teaspoon.
light.
Really? Not even to like, because I also have a sugar in I have a cappuccino with a sugar, so sugar goes in. I need a spoon to stir, and I hate when I get. I mean, you know.
Do you use a spoon to get the chocolate off?
Yeah, to scrape the froth off.
Yeah.
I will normally. This is normally my routine with it, right? I'll go sugar in over on top of the froth, let it just seep through, go through. Then I get my spoon, push it down through the froth, stir the coffee up, like help to stir the sugar through.
Yep.
Little pet peeve of mine, by the way, is sometimes when you order coffees takeaway and you order with the sugar, they just never stir it well enough, like at all, and they don't stir the sugar through. So you end up drinking normal coffee basically to the back end. It's super sweet. It just pisses me off. But anyway, so cafes be better.
Red light cafes.
Yeah, but yeah. So then after I've stirred up the sugar and the coffee, I'll then scrape off a little bit, maybe like quarter, maybe a third to a half of the froth, and then just drink sort of the coffee, and then sporadically through there drink the rest of the froth.
You know, my dad told me that if you get a coffee with a sugar and you put the sugar like straight on top like you do, if it takes a long time to sink in, it's a really good coffee.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if it goes straight in, it's like,
Well, the other thing about those either cappuccino, which is generally served in mugs, so I can't see how long it takes to go through. Whereas if you had a latte
like
glass,
you'd be able to, like, if it just goes.
oh yeah, sorry, you're saying froth wise. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
That is a good call actually by Brad. I appreciate that from him. That's nice.
This is from Liam Tatiana.
Regular listener.
Sitting up the back of someone when they are going 20 kilometers under the speed limit.
Green light.
First of all, before
drive safe is probably what you should say.
Before Tom answers, I might say, Liam, that's highly illegal, and I do not recommend that.
I don't know if it's illegal.
Tailgating is illegal.
No, I don't think it's illegal. I think it's just being an asshole, isn't it?
I think it's both.
I think it's just being an asshole. But if they're driving 20 k's under, green light. And again, remember, drive safe and all that other stuff that you have to say. But like, if you are driving 20 k's under, particularly if it's like someone in the right lane, like if you are in the right lane driving under the speed limit, you're an idiot. You don't act. And
you strike me as a man with a little bit of road rage.
No, I don't get road rage. I drive with intent, but I don't
intent to get there quickly.
Yeah, and I just I'm crafty, but
you're a lane hopper.
I hit the lane that's moving the quickest. Mm-hmm. But again, I don't drive dangerously by any stretch. I do not.
I've seen your car.
Yeah. Again,
someone around you does.
Yeah, rear ending. That's not my fault. Rear ending is always the person behind you.
That's exactly what we're trying to say no to right now.
Yeah, but my point is if they're driving slow, I don't drive slow. No, I don't drive slow.
Then why are you getting rear-ended?
I didn't get rear-ended. What I got hit, my car was parked and
we've talked about it before.
Yes, anyway.
Everyone knows you can't park.
No.
Okay, moving on. So Liam, don't do that. It's illegal.
No,
Sorry
but it's a green
Tom.
light. Green light. Liam, green light.
Going on 4 dates in a week. Is this 4 different partners or just 4 dates with the same partner?
Does that change your answer?
Yes.
Really?
Probably not.
Mine's green light because like
I'm going to say green light.
Yeah. I've never done 4 dates in a week, but I'm saying like the principle of it. Okay. Here we go. Well, then you do get the love life segment because you're the one that's apparently going on a million dates every week.
I haven't done it.
I've been on multiple dates in a week though.
I think it's a green light if you're single.
Yeah, it's a green light, definitely. I think it's just, I mean, you know, a good date's a lot of fun. Even just getting to know, and just getting to know new people, like, is really enjoyable. So,
if you went on this many dates,
4's a lot though.
4 is a lot. Like, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that, but also it's just like tiring. Like, I don't know, I don't know if my social battery would be able to hold up for 4. Like
4 dates, it's also like,
And
are you
four-
doing the same thing 4 times?
well, that's
or
what I
you
was going to
like
say. And it's 4 rounds of if you let's say you don't really know the person at all, getting to know 4 different people, and then it's like you're asking the same questions over and over. Could potentially be in cruise control, which you don't need to you don't want to be doing.
No, you want to have a good impression.
But in terms of like, is it unacceptable behaviour? No, I don't think so. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I like it.
You don't get coffee 4 times a week. I mean, you're getting coffee anyway.
Coffee
so
dates are good. They're just so easy.
do you know what I'm trying
Coffee
to say?
and a walk.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Is there?
No,
I think it's a green light for me.
Posting the score on your story when your team wins, big green light. Let them know.
Yeah.
Let
Some
'em
people
know.
go about it in a distasteful way, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I've got an issue with Kieran Briggs and his apparent infatuation with Liverpool. He claims to be a Liverpool
He's a
supporter.
fake fan.
Exactly,
He's
and
a
that's my thing.
fake
But all
fan.
of a sudden, Liverpool get a win and he wants to put them up on their story. And I don't believe that he
He doesn't watch them.
exactly.
He
He's
wakes
not,
up, goes, yep, story.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And so in that way, I don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But if
From like a social media admin point of view,
oh yeah,
I love seeing people share our story, and I love when they share it and tag their mates that obviously went for the opposition.
yeah, I get all that and I appreciate all that. But I just mean there's some ways. So for me, it's a green light. But there's some ways that you can lose me on it. And that the one that I've sort of made out is the one I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, there's a few culprits like that.
Yeah.
I reckon. What's next? Sleeping with the door open. Red light.
Yeah, red light.
That's just creepy.
I wouldn't be doing it.
Nah, I just feel unsafe, even if it's my own house.
I have done it on occasions where, like in my old house, there wasn't. I think I might have been the only one home, or maybe it was just me and Bill or something. And
It's still weird.
no, but like I've even because the house, like we didn't have air conditioning and it was the middle of summer, so like we opened the front and the back door. Like we had the fly screen closed, but like we even had like I had my window open, try and get some ventilation in. The front door open to get some ventilation through the house, and then my door open as well to try and get. And so that was fine, but I don't like in general, particularly now, like I have aircon or like it's a bit less of an issue. Our house is not as hot anymore. Yeah, I think it's a red light. I'd be like I sleep with the door closed.
Yeah,
as a rule.
I'm gonna say red light. Watching a TV show after someone had already told you the ending.
I think green light.
Green light.
Yeah, like there's
I want to know how they got there.
yeah, exactly. And there's a lot more to a show than just how it ends.
Favorite show?
Don't know. I'm not really a big like.
TV man.
Yeah, not really. Like, I haven't watched many great shows. One that I kind of, and this is actually inspired recently because I've just recently revisited The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movies. I've got an hour left of Return of the King, the last Lord of the Rings movie, and I absolutely love it.
Wow, we have different taste.
I love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And the only reason I mention all this, so like I've revisited them recently and they're amazing movies, but is I have never seen Game of Thrones, and apparently, like I know it is like one of the best TV series ever, and it's also right in that sort of up that alley. So I think it's something that I do need to see.
Yep.
What's your favourite?
You're gonna not like the answer. It's Friends is my favorite.
It's all right. I mean, it's iconic. It's a great one. I like How I Met Your Mother. I've seen a lot of that.
Love that. I just love rewatching it, which I know you don't.
I don't appreciate
you
that
don't believe it.
necessarily, but
I'm actually currently watching The Rookie. It's like that.
What's that?
It's like a police one. It's just
Yeah,
really
right.
good. It's easy watch.
fair enough.
Yeah, we do have different tastes in terms of TV and music. Like, I love just the easy watch stuff. Like if Netflix bring out the 3 hottest actors in the world or actresses in the world right now and then put something out, I'm watching it. Maybe that's why you've got me intellectually.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I need to stop touching this. I forgot about that.
Sorry about him. Sending work-related messages. You wouldn't know what this is like. Sending work-related messages after hours and expecting a reply. Red light. Do not talk to me after 5
Yeah,
o'clock.
that's a red light.
Don't talk to me.
I think that's pretty consensus, a red light. I mean, if I get stuff messaged, if I've like,
It's obviously
it's going to sound like whinging for
circumstantial.
me, yeah, but like people want me to do stuff for my day off, or like you media people obviously want me to do
You
stuff
media
on my day off and that sort of whatever. I'm just like, that's a bit, it can be frustrating and stuff, or like,
Yeah, I agree.
But I also understand, one thing I'll say is it's part of it, but in general, it's a red light. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm away from the club, I don't want to be thinking footy. I think,
Oh, it's so hard, and it's so hard to switch off, and it just makes it worse.
yeah, well, that's what I was going to say is like, I feel like I'm reasonably good at when I'm away from here, I'm not a footballer, I'm doing my own thing, right?
Yep.
So I don't want to be reminded of being a footballer while I'm away there. I just want to do my own thing.
That's so fair. Bit of a weird one. I'm not sure how to answer this. The smell of a new magazine.
I don't know.
I'm going to say...
I don't know if I've literally ever smelt a new magazine, to be quite frank.
Could you change that to newspaper? Because I do like the smell of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
I used to love even
Green
as well.
one.
You know what is a great sound? Maybe that's what we should get for ASMR. You remember when the papers used to come wrapped up in the plastic and they're
you
like
used to
throwing
take
there?
it off?
And peeling that off, that
Yeah.
noise, that was a really good noise.
Except it used to annoy me how they were a bit rolled up for a bit.
Yeah.
Trying to read it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
First world problems. Listening to music while showering. Green light.
Enormous screen
Oh
light.
my goodness, it's you. So Tom, as we all know, which ear is deaf?
My left one is
Left,
deaf, yeah.
left ear. So Tom listens to things a little louder than most people. You in the shower in hotels is like,
I've gotten this feedback a few times.
most people would go, oh,
This is poor by me.
I wonder who's next door today. Normally it's pretty quiet. Could be anyone. You know exactly who you're next to if at any time the shower's going and there's just rap music blasting through the hotel.
It's not blasting.
If there was a fire alarm, you wouldn't hear it.
No, that just might be if I was lying in bed and I was lying on my goodie. Which, by the way, actually, story time. Last night at our apartment, fire alarm went off at midnight. I swear to God, I thought it was like 5 a.m. because I was like, had just gotten to sleep. Like I was just, well, not just gotten to sleep, but like I'd been asleep. And then the fire alarm goes off and I was like, what the hell? And I'll be honest. In fact, this story could take a while because now I've got another story to tell. In our first week at the club, myself, Lockie Ash, Jake Riccardi and Tom Hutchison were all staying in an apartment across the road from here. And one of our first nights there, the fire alarm went off and I stayed in bed. As in...
You just didn't hear it.
No, I heard it and I said, I don't care. We're like 34's up. If we're going down to fire, I'm going down.
Floor's not
yeah, I don't care. And so... like Ricka sprung up out of bed, running around, waking everyone up. Hutchie, get up. Actually, come on, we got to go. Greener, let's go. I stayed in bed. Last night, I was going to do the same. I heard it. I was like, oh my God, why is this?
Because it's never anything bad.
But Ricka was at my door. Mate, you coming? Bang. He was really like half dressed. I was like, oh, just give me a sec. He's literally holding the door open and my door open to try and let me out. He's rushing his girlfriend, Joanna, out. I'm just like, oh. And the thing is as well, it's kind of annoying. Like I sleep naked. So like I hear that, I'm like, oh my God, I got to get up.
Clothes on.
Yeah, put trackies on. But the thing is, I allowed Ricka to rush me a little bit. This is what's annoying. Normally I'm pretty composed, but I allowed Ricka to rush me a bit. So I just like, oh, whatever. Left everything, just chuck trackies on. Go and stand outside while this is happening in the cold and the wet. I've got no shoes on. I haven't got a top on. I'm literally standing there topless in trackies. Like I just got to sleep. This is so annoying. While we're trying to figure out which clown has set the fire alarm off in like the middle of the night. So we're out there with the whole apartment building for like 5-10 minutes trying to figure it out. And we went back to bed after that and I could hear Rick and Joanna, they're trying to, listen, what's going on? They're taking forever. Can we just go to bed? For goodness sake.
Who was the culprit?
Don't know. And don't care. Whoever idiot sort of set the alarm off at midnight. Oh, so annoying.
Ugh.
What was I talking about before this?
Listening to music while showering.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you said I wouldn't hear the fire alarm if it went off.
Yep.
Yeah, so the
And
thing
then you
is...
took us on a whirlwind of
I'm not really fussed with fire alarms, basically. But
long story short,
the music, I don't think I do it that loud because I'm conscious because people have told me, particularly earlier in my career, they're like...
you're very loud.
Not very loud, but they're like, oh, you could hear you listening to music. I'm like, no, well, I don't need to be doing that. And I try after a certain hour, particularly not to do it. But it's just while I'm in the shower. I enjoy it, particularly the night before a game, just like listening to my music. Well, it's not even getting in the zone. It's just like, I enjoy doing it during the week too, not even before games, but the night before a game, we've often like, you got your own hotel room, nice shower.
Are you singing?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to sing in the shower.
100%. I don't like singing in the shower if people are home.
Really?
I get a bit self-conscious.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, I know.
You say that like it's trying to like belittle me in some way. But
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that. That's not me.
Oh, okay.
All right, 2 more. Posting a photo and immediately archiving it to then archive.
Poor. No.
Why do people do this?
Because they want
from
the
Henry. Thank you, Henry.
Yeah, is there the feed? They want the aesthetic of their feed to look a certain way. Hate it completely. And if you look at my Instagram feed, I'm really proud of how authentic I think it is. Like
authentic.
Yeah, as in like it's just true and it's not like I'm not going for a look. I'm just posting what I like and what I want to. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what's the aesthetic there? There isn't one.
No.
There's no, like there might be footy photos, but I don't post selfies either, except for this one where I was sponsoring the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, that's charity.
Yeah. But like, I'm not posting selfies. There's footy photos or whatever, but like, I don't post selfies. Like, there's no aesthetic there. There's generally, if I'm posting a photo, there's generally other people in it, right?
Yep.
Other stuff going on. There's no aesthetic I'm trying to achieve
See,
here.
I've got an aesthetic though. Mine's all film.
Yeah, yours is off film.
But I don't know, like archive things.
People post stuff though, and they archive it, and they leave it away, and then a few days later they'll unarchive it. I personally don't appreciate that.
I will say goodbye to the film aesthetic when we do the swim, because we'll do a
Post
reel.
about that.
Yeah, and especially if I win, like you best believe I'm probably.
You're not going to win it, but anyway,
we'll
we're not
get
going back to that.
Last one, saying
Massive red light, by the way. We need to say red light. Enormous red light.
probably the biggest red light we've had.
Yeah, one of them.
Saying after taking a bite of food.
Well, I'm going to say red light because I don't do it, but like
Context.
it seems fake. Like if someone do that and go, like you don't
love it that much.
You don't mean that.
That's not a natural sound.
See, Joanna does that.
Like if she has something like she likes and goes,
Yeah. Like, what?
Just say this is good.
Yeah. I think it's a red light for me.
You know what? I'm going to agree.
It's kind of fake, I think.
All right. Well, let's get into our song, shall we?
Yes.
I love seeing you get up.
That was enthusiastic of me. That was really
That was almost like a but for a segment.
You start us off for once, would you?
Yeah, okay. So, some of the feedback.
Yeah, can we address your feedback? Because it's so fair. It's so fair.
As I mentioned, the question box. And this question box has just become not only just for questions, not only for red light, green light, but a place for people to get
deliver
their
feedback.
Chest.
Yeah.
And one of them was, when will Jacob drop a song recommendation that isn't a mainstream country pop radio song?
Great call. Who gave that feedback?
Basie Linker. It's not Baz Linker, but similar.
Bailey Smith was tuning in.
He does not like pop country.
No, great feedback for you, and you deserve.
I needed it. I needed it.
You need to grow up.
We all do a little bit.
Not me.
I don't need to grow up. I'm pretty old. So.
Fuck yeah, you are.
My song was.
You don't even have one.
I do, but I didn't have to Google it because we were getting yours up. So. Nearly did it. My song is, if I can find it.
Should we do mine then, maybe?
No, I've got it.
Great preparation.
Sorry, I was too busy on your song again. All right, so this is my song. I'm going to play you the first little bit. Ready?
Yep.
Do you want me to skip to some words?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say about for my song too. We're going to have to skip to one we can. Yeah, go.
Right.
Yeah. It's a nice vibe.
So 1975.
Yep. Don't listen to them, but familiar with them.
Really like their music. So that is "I'm in Love with You." Great song. Not pop country.
Yeah, what is it? Alternate, would you say? Indie?
Bass Linker. I wouldn't say, maybe indie.
It's quite nice though.
It's a little bit of pop about it.
Yeah.
But just really like easy listening.
Yeah, it was. It was nice.
Now yours, Tom.
Yeah. So my song this week, and I'm actually
going to skip a little bit into it too.
Yeah. Before you play it though, I'm going to give a shout out to Toby Green.
Wow.
And I'm not going to often.
That doesn't just happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay him his dues if he doesn't deserve them. But this song he actually played on the way to the game, because some people go on the bus 2 hours before, some people go in the car an hour and a half, and Toby and I, along with maybe just generally 2 or 3 others, go in the car an hour and a half before the game, and he played this song. This is Erotic City. Erotic City.
Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah. And then it's like a beat. It's like a special edition of it. It's off Purple Rain Deluxe Expanded Edition. It's
Prince.
Erotic City, Let's Go Crazy, B-side edit.
I've just skipped 54 seconds in. Is that fine?
Yeah, somewhere around there. We'll listen to it, but it's a great song. It's he played it on the way to there. It's great.
Erotic city, can't you see? Fuck so pretty, you and me. Every time I comb my hair.
It's a bop.
Yeah. I mean, you could play it a bit longer. We heard plenty of yours, but anyway, it's funky, it's cool, and yeah, a lot of Toby's other music I don't necessarily enjoy that much, but this one he played, and I think he got it off one of his mates or his cousins or something, and I really enjoy that. That was, yeah, as you said, it's funky, it's a bop, Prince is obviously a legend too, but it's a
right up
great
your
song.
alley. It's right up your alley.
I really enjoyed that a lot, and I've been bumping it ever since. So it's rare, but shout out to Toby.
Well, I like it. Well, we've only got the poem left.
Yep. The worst part of the not segment, the show. So let's
You don't
get
like
into it, I
because
suppose.
it's not about you. Which is funny because this week's poem is about you, Tom.
Really?
You gave me a 6 last week. I took away. I know I wasn't at my best, but I thought, what was my top rating again? It was like a 9. And what was in that poem? It was probably a bit more of a personal attack. So I decided to go down that route again. Ready?
Sure, mate.
Tom, it's been a pleasure, but you've had your turn to speak. Now it's my turn. Let's recap the week. At Adelaide Oval, the Crows and Giants met, and they recorded a genuine upset. I'll tell you what, my patience is running thin. These blokes have simply forgot how to win. 38 for Tom. His disposal count grows. Too bad every disposal went to the Crows. Seriously, Tom, it's becoming one of your traits. Just give the ball to one of your teammates. Back-to-back losses. That's 2 straight. Now for the first time this year, we're out of the 8. Please, Tom, I'm begging you, don't make it 3. These losses are simply just embarrassing me. Now it's the social media guy who's copping the blame, so do me a favour and try and win a game. These games are starting to take a toll. Not only that, Tom still can't kick a goal. To the outside world, our swimming race will be amusing, but hey, at least now you're used to losing. It'll be a good race, it'll be pretty tight. Imagine losing to someone who's half your height. There's no chance I'll be getting tattoos. Anyway, on to this week as we host the Blues. As a kid, you were touted as the next Patrick Cripps. He's a player you'll simply never eclipse. Anyway, this weekend will be on the news. The headline will read, the Giants have silenced the Blues. Dan Gorringe won't know what's hit him. His Blues are just pretenders. Welcome to NG Stadium, where we become contenders.
Well done, Jacob. Yeah, love the fact you went at me. Like, obviously, a fair bit of it, like, just isn't really applicable because I think if you check my disposal efficiency, they didn't all go to the Crows. But
The boy came with facts.
yeah, no, pretty good, decent. Sort of bored me to sleep nearly towards the end, but
Okay.
you can have you can have an 8, just a flat 8. Like, you were just decent. Like, it was good. No, sorry, an 8's not decent. An 8's good.
And 8's pretty high.
It was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good.
I like feedback. Like, how do I get better?
Well, your delivery's average. You keep stumbling over words,
That was towards the end. Yeah, I haven't had lunch yet. I'm starting to fatigue.
starting to hallucinate.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Just I think your delivery can improve. Maybe come with facts next time as well, and it might hurt a bit more. But overall, I mean, you keep yourself to a pretty high standard. So well done, mate.
Thanks, man. It's good.
Happy with that?
Yeah, I'll take it. Anything above a 7, I'll take. Like, that's a good week for me.
Yeah, I mean, it probably shows again.
What was your efficiency on the weekend?
I actually don't know. I
So you just said it.
No, well, like, I know it was above 50%.
Yeah, that's good, right?
I'll check. Let's see what my disposal efficiency was. My guess I'm going to
say 68.
I'm going to say 78. How's that? I'm going to say it was 78.
Need a drum roll.
What'd you say?
I said 68.
74. I was
Ooh,
closer.
we're in the middle.
No, I wasn't.
I'll call it
78.
Call it even.
I said 78. You said 68.
Not bad.
Mm.
Not bad. Well, Tom, it's a big weekend.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited for it.
Really big weekend.
It'll be good.
Doesn't get much bigger in terms of opposition.
That's all right.
They're flying the Blues.
That's all right. It'll be even better when we beat them.
Oh, I cannot wait. And I'm going so hard at Dan Gorringe. He's got the second biggest potty in Australia.
Yeah.
It's the clash of the hosts.
Yeah, it is. Except he's not playing.
No, he's not playing. But maybe we should start a podcast rivalry.
Yeah.
He does have like the universal listeners. We have Giants fans.
Exactly.
But we're loud.
Giants fans are better than universal listeners anyway.
I didn't want to say it, but it's true. Do you want to give your spill?
I do. Thank you very much to all in the Green Room listeners for another fantastic week. Thank you very much to Georgia again for the beautiful wristbands, and that's I think it's just indicative of what In the Green Room listeners are. They're loyal, they're creative, they're amazing, and we absolutely love you. Thank you so much for making this podcast what it is. Feel free to send to your family and friends, spread the In the Green Room message, and tune into us on all major streaming platforms, or if you really want to, feast your eyes on us, two beautiful faces on YouTube. Thank you very much for another week. We'll see you next week.